Good morning and welcome to the Damian Williams Show. My name is Damian Williams. I am your host of the Damian Williams Show. Oh, I didn't say my middle name this time. I'm actually just getting out of the Uber. Well, actually a Lyft. Well, first of all, how you doing? But I'm just getting out the Lyft. I'm actually here at the mall, getting ready to go and clock into work. I had smoked some marijuana before I came in, and I had looked at the schedule, and I had realized that I'm working with my store manager. And last time I had smoked weed before I came into work, he was pissed because he had smelt it on me, and he told me to promise him that I would never do that again. But I just broke that promise because I just did it again. But I am in a very good mood. I'm feeling nice. I'm looking nice. It's a couple people I done already seen. What, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little humans so far since I've been traveling through here, through the mall. I was thinking through the entrance way, but I walked around and came a long way because I wanted to be able to talk to you before I go into work. Hold on. I wanted to tell you yesterday I went to work, and Wednesday, remember I told y'all I had, remember what happened at American Express? Remember I'm taking a long way to everything to work, but remember I had told y'all what happened at American Express. Remember I had gotten to the altercation with the car holder, and they had their perception. They didn't really want to, have me on the lines because they felt like it was problematic. Why I feel like this lady is following me? I take the long way, she take the long way. She take the exact same way that I'm taking. It's crazy. But I told y'all that what had happened, the car member got mad, blah, 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 blah. You go back in the previous episodes so you can hear about that. First episode, it'll give you the actual whole scoop, but we days away from it. Hobby of I was supposed to get my rating warning yesterday. No, today, Wednesday. But I thought I was going to get it yesterday, but I didn't get it because my manager was there. But he didn't say anything about it all. He said it was just, hey, Damien, it's good to see you. But I know that my manager's manager is going to be there today. And I know she said that over the phone, it was going to be issued today when she got back. But I don't know. Hopefully she had a change of heart and she felt bad. She felt sorry. And, she just really understood where real girls come from. And then they just compensate by just not paying me for the remainder of the day. Because if so, that'd be okay. That'd be cool. Well, let me see this man in here so I can go. Hold on. Let me see this man in here so I can give good Boona her job. Hold on. Yo, when you get a chance, come out the stove. Please and thank you. That's the manager that I'm finna give Bruno a job off. I knew he was gonna be there. Let me tell her to call. I need to tell her to call us so they can have their conversations and stuff like that. But what I was gonna say, Charlotte Russe got a sale. But what I was gonna say, I love these little chess pieces that be in the middle of the mall. They're so cute. But what I was gonna say, was this. I wanted to continue the conversation. I said I'm going to tell you about how I found out about, I'm going to tell you at the beginning what happened with my mom. So when I found out about the breast cancer thing, I knew my mama had breast cancer. That my daddy was the one that actually told me. And when my daddy, mind you, this is not going to be long because I do got to go to work. And I'm recording late, but I just wanted to, check in. The hobby of it. Because I got to go to work at 11 and it is 10:36. But my daddy had told me that my mama had breast cancer. Actually told me she had cancer. I don't think he said breast cancer. And when he told me, I was at his house. We were staying in Miami Gardens, and while we were staying in Miami Gardens, I was laying in the bed, and he came in and he told me, he said, "You need to call your mama." And I was like, "Why? What happened?" And he was like, "They said she got cancer." He ain't never say who they was. He just said they said. And when he told me that, I called my mama. I had asked her. She told me, she was like, "Yeah." I'm pretty sure they broke her down. And I'm gonna speed through this story, so you may have to slow this episode down. Cause this is a very traumatic shit. I really don't like talking about it. That's why I ain't never talk about it. Let me see how this man, hold on. Look. If you see me. Good morning. How you doing? Good. How are you? So, now we got that good morning out of the way. My daddy had told me. After my daddy had told me, something had happened. A couple days passed by, a couple weeks passed by. Something happened, and I just remember not wanting to be there in my daddy house, because my daddy would treat me like a little kid. Like, I can't go to the club, I can't do this, I can't do that. All I can do is go to work, and that's how you doing? And, blase. So, with that going on, I remember towards the end of me saying that my stepmama and my daddy was going to the store. And my stepmom had asked me, did I want something for her food stamps? Like, just don't want her to bring me back something. And I was like, I remember telling her no, like, I don't want nothing. And the reason I was telling her no, I don't want nothing was because I knew I was not going to be there by the time they came back. So I remember when they left to go to the store, I immediately closed it. I locked the door because I was supposed to do, like, what else is you supposed to do? I was like all of 22, 23 around this time. I had got up, grabbed all my stuff. Not even 22, 23. I was less than that. I was like 19, 20. I grabbed all my stuff and I had packed it all up. After I packed all my stuff up, I had went to the Greyhound station. And I remember blocking my stepmama number, blocking my daddy number, not talking to them. And I remember being on the bus, and I remember my stepmama blowing my fucking phone up on the block caller. And she takes me, and she was like, you son of a bitch, you nasty motherfucker, blah, 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 blah. And she was pissed, because I had left. And not only was she mad or whatever, my dad said, hey, Kayla, how you doing? Good. Which got you some snacks. So I make it to Atlanta on the Greyhound. While I was on the Greyhound, I was talking to my friend, my best friend, Shanice. And, we was on the phone. Shanice stayed on the phone with me the whole way to Georgia. Like, when I say the whole way to Georgia, me, she was on the phone the whole time. Like, even through, like, the signals going in and out on the Greyhound, we were still on the phone. She would still be like, okay. Even when she was like, okay, I'm finna take it out because, this is a lot. I'm finna call you right back. She hung up, called right back. Yeah, I give her that. So I make it to Georgia, and I get there. And I was dating this boy named Anthony at the time. And I remember telling Anthony that I was moving to Georgia and I was going to leave to go to Georgia, blah, 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 blah. And by the time it was snowing in Georgia. Why the fuck did I get all the way to Georgia, go stay at Anthony's best friend's house? I don't know how, I don't remember how it happened, but I remember staying at that boy's best friend's house and everything. And that boy gave me and that boy, we had did some things we shouldn't have did, though. I ain't gonna lie. We had did things we shouldn't have did. And after we had did some things that we had did, whatever, he put me out. Because he was basically like, oh, you can't stay here. He already got a roommate, some boy with a big-ass birthmark on his face. But that's what happened. And I ended up going back home to Florida, whatever. All during this time, my mama was battling cancer. And I'm up here trying to find my way, trying to, figure out who the fuck I am, whatever. My mama was staying in Florida. Made that long story short, towards the end of the ride, I was still staying in Atlanta. I was working at Brookstone. I was assistant manager in the airport on Terminal D. I had got my friend Quay on basically, I'm summing up the story because I'm going to say I got to go to work. I had got my friend Quay on at, what time it is? Yeah, it's 10:41. I had got my friend Quay on at Brookstone too, whatever. I had got me an apartment when I was staying in Atlanta, over there in East Point, at Parkstone, at Camp Creek. And me and Quay had moved in because my apartment, but, of course, I needed a roommate, that would always make things easier. And I had always told Quay that I would want him to be my roommate. I told him that before I even had my apartment that I want him to be my roommate. And me and Quay was staying together. Long story short, one day I was coming home from work, and I was coming home from work, and my auntie dad called me, and so they told me not to answer the phone, so I didn't answer the phone. I just forwarded. And after I forwarded the call, she left a voicemail. My auntie was crying. She was like, "Oh my God, Day. Like, she didn't make it. Didi didn't make it. Your mama didn't make it." So, good morning. So, I remember walking in, I dropped my phone on my bed, and I had walked from my room to Quay's room. When I told Quay, I said, Quay, my mama died. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. And at this time, I had already told him that she had breast cancer and whatnot. And we was already, figuring out what's going on. I'm going to go redo this in depth because I understand that this is last minute, but I just wanted to be able to talk to you. And I just wanted to get this out of my chest because I know this something I told you I was going to tell y'all. And what had happened was, while we were sitting there, I remember leaving out my room, going in Quay's room, telling Quay, then going back in my room. And I remember laying down in the bed, and I remember, like, just processing everything. Now, granted, I cried, but it wasn't like no boo-hoo cry. I ain't do, like, sob cry. And I haven't to this day, like, broke down crying about my mama passing away. Yeah. And I know that may sound weird, but it is the truth. And it is what it is. And it's not that I don't love her. I some type of disconnect. It just is what it is. I may still be in delusion that she even passed away in the first place. I may not even still believe the fact that she is gone because of the simple facts. And we're going to go in detail. I had already detached myself mentally, emotionally, and physically from my family because of a lot of other things that was going on and because of a lot of things that I did myself. So I'm not going to be one-sided there in my story. So that's why I do need to, like, do a real deep dive in this whole situation. And I probably need to do it with somebody, like, sit and talk with somebody. So that way, like, all the questions can get answered as I'm telling the story. And it can get done correctly. Why I keep thinking I be seeing my Shara. So, about, like, the fourth time. So, I done seen somebody that look like her. So, that's how I found out. That's what happened. And that's how I found out that I had got the end. My auntie Gloria, I just need to call her. She called me and told me about the inheritance of the 150. And when I had got the $150,000 inheritance or whatever, I had to go get me a bank account. And when I had got the bank account, I had got the account with Wells Fargo. So, cause it was either that, cause nobody was gonna cash the check that large, whatever. So I had got the account with Wells Fargo with Shanice's mama. Well, I went on the second chance program. I was like, I just fucked up my credit. Like, yeah, I was still young. I messed up my credit. I didn't really understand, like, you got to pay overdrafts on time. I just knew an overdraft was like extra free money that you could use when you needed it. That's how I looked at it. That's how I understood it. It was like, okay, so y'all gonna give me extra $300? Okay, cool. Pay off. I didn't know that the banks all work and communicate together and say, okay, he fucked up here, so he can't go nowhere till he cleared up with us first. And that's exactly what had happened. So I gotta go to work. Cause it's 10:45. Hold on. Damn, I'm only giving y'all this little bitty episode. But no, truth be told, that's what happened. I'm finna give y'all an update on everything. I'm still going to publish this, and I'm gonna be back because I have some other stuff I want to talk to y'all about. And this is gonna be the first day that we do 2 episodes in one with a surprise episode, a bonus free episode. That's what we call it, the bonus episode. Because I today is I woke up. I didn't know if I was gonna have enough money to make it to work today, and I did not buy weed. I did buy some grabber though, because I had got some weed, but I didn't pay the weed man yet. But yeah, I really do gotta go. I love y'all so much from the bottom of my beautiful heart. Is somebody even in the store? The shoes is on the floor. All right, I'm gonna call y'all back. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of the remaining of the day. This is the Damian Williams Show. My name is Damian Rashid Williams, and I am the official host and the only host of this show, because ain't nobody gonna tell y'all. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, what is going on? Let me call y'all back. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye. Smooches. Oh, man, don't forget to like and review this episode. Share it to all your friends. Thank you to everybody on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and beyond that are listening. I really do love you. I really gotta go. But I'm gonna be back with a bonus episode. So make sure you are listening.